there's that little girl of mine, and I just want to let her walk over and kiss the side of her neck, and I tell her how much I love her. As I've been seeing this rumor for the past 2 days, y'all gotta be with me on this one. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. Y'all don't think it's gonna happen. I don't even think it's gonna happen. It's just typical, sports media always pushing things. Like this, for example. Kawhi Leonard is already at home in LA. He plays for the Clippers. I don't think he's gonna leave home. Okay, it's like the trade crazy scenario. Like he asked to be traded to the Spurs, which I thought they treated him more better than anything. Went to Toronto, then decided to go back home in LA for playing for the Clippers. There's no way in hell he's gonna come here to the Bucks. No. But I'm wondering sorry. Of course, this is from Bucks Nation. And sometimes, they do post some crazy stuff, compared to my group. So, real Milwaukee Bucks fans, make sure to find it on Facebook. Okay, it says, the Milwaukee Bucks face a massive off-season question. How do they convince Giannis to stay long-term? And former NBA champion Danny Green offers a bold idea on NBA Today, which was earlier today, but to get Kawhi Leonard. Why? Hold on. As I'm eating this peach strawberry ice cream on this recording, I had to go into this with just a thought like, because normally when some thoughts like this, you like, what if? What if this does happen? I don't see this happening. I really don't. But Green said it's day to day, week to week, month to month with him, meaning Giannis in Milwaukee, and they don't want to trade him. As he cleared, he didn't want to get traded either. So if you want to keep him, you got to go out in the market and find somebody that can keep him here. I don't think he's going to get a guy that's like in his mid to late 30s just to help him out that look like his career, like he's still, like Kawhi Leonard still plays great, but at times he is injury prone. Just like I was saying for the whole time about Chris Middleton. So if you want to deal with that scenario again, then don't want to go with that same scenario. You want to go into it with a different, setup. It's just like they're saying, they got all these young people. They're thinking to go younger because after the championship season, they although some of the players, like Giannis, they got better and better, but there's players like Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, and Brook Lopez. They was getting older and older, and like they'll have some good shades in there, like when it comes to some of the games, but who's gonna put it out there, every single game, every week? Like I know, like Giannis is injured and stuff like that, and somebody said this, that he understand, like they understand why he's always committed, to play summer games in Greece, whenever when they had like tournaments and stuff like that. I guess the person said like at least for once they can at least Giannis can at least rest. But like I said, I understand the concept of that, and I understand the idea. But it's just like I guess you like it when you like committed so much to like a what in the world? Okay, so gotta find the old fashioned way. So oh, no more calling the act unless they come on at 8 o'clock. Okay, so Guess we can watch on NXT until then, or when £1,000 Sisters come on. Sorry, y'all. Give me a second. As the dog over there going crazy. So, turn this down a little bit. So I don't know what people will say in mind that Kawhi Leonard would be that person, for him to keep Giannis, for the Bucks to keep Giannis. Both are good, defensive players, of course, but that's what I'm saying, and I'm glad, somebody else kind of put this on there, like his contract, injury history, and the Clippers' acting price will be created major hurdles, which is true. It won't be done. It can't be done. So the only thing I would say that will keep Giannis, since now he knows that he's gonna play next season, then he has a player option the season after that. So I understand, and I'm not thinking, he ain't gonna miss out no money on no player option. You know what I mean? Unless they decide, what they're gonna sign, not like re-sign him, but extend his contract this off season, which they can do.
Oh wait, no.
So, oh yeah, they probably have to pull something rabbit out of a hat like this off season, to have them, okay, we want to extend your contract. That's possible. And I guess the funny thing is, like, you got like sports media, like Shams, which was proven that he's a clown, and two, he think he knows basketball, but if you saw the game he played this Friday on the celebrity game, he can't play worth for nothing. Can't play worth for crap. But I think okay, I guess they're saying more about this. Like, still, the message from Danny Green is clear. Standing still is not an option for the Bucks. If the Bucks want Giannis to believe in the future, they may need to make a bold headline grabbing move, which I can understand that. If you want to think about the future, always pull out Bojo Bub Markovich out there as possible future as what he's doing in overseas, because I think could be their future in my opinion. And at the same time, you're in the frying like with teams like they want to win now. But at the same time, what if the Bucks end up making it into the play-in? That's still good news, And plus, you never know. They might make it farther than, what they have for the past 3 years, always losing in the first round. Maybe the momentum will change, especially a couple of players that they got from the trade deadline. And, well, the player they got from the trade deadline, and also who they got in Cam Thomas, as he got waived by the Brooklyn Nets, was, you still don't understand why they did it. So I don't think bringing like a leak name is going to cut it. And I don't think some people don't get it, but I don't think you can get a big name is going to matter anymore. Is you going to have to get that best player that fits in the system that your coaches are doing. And I think some people don't even see that. So you really just got to look for the best player that can fit in what you're doing. They tried bringing in a big name with Damian Lillard. It didn't work. I was all, for it and stuff like that. And you know what? If he was to stay with them this season and would have been, like, came back, whatever. Like, yeah. Because it was, like, shots of, like, seeing, Lillard and Giannis. Like, it would have worked to a certain extent. But it's like, there was times, Giannis was hurt. Then another time, Dame was hurt. And plus, and I think they really didn't have that connection, real connection, like in a level that they can get up there at a playing field. It's like, like, yeah, Damian Lillard working out all season, things like that. Then you got Giannis, God knows what's going on, but he ended up, overseas playing, European basketball in the summer and probably not getting much of a workout as he should be doing. And try to like get, because like it's cool to know, he's trying to bond, with the other players, like sending them like overseas to like work out with him. That's fine and all, but if you can do it with every single player that's on the roster, do that. Not just some guys, because I know he was focusing on the youth, which kind of shows, and that's what the Bucks is focused on is the youth. So why go back to getting like a aging player? Because sooner or later, Giannis is going to end up getting to that level where he's going to be like, aging and decreasing, whatever, and still had, some decent games and stuff. One player like that is enough. You don't need like two of them like aging players. You know what I mean? So, my advice, especially some YouTubers and some of these people that's actually out there, sports media that like to stir up stuff. Really, just look at it. Look at the team that you support now and look at their situation. Do they have a whole bunch of like Asian players like in there? The Bucks tried it and it didn't work. So what make you think he can get another Asian player and it's gonna like be like better fit? So my thing is, they end up in the draft lottery like in the top 14, like top 14 in the draft. That's fine. So because any of them 14 guys, as they claim, this year is gonna be needle movers. Whoever anybody gets in this draft, like the players that want to get drafted, are needle movers, from what they saying. So my thing is like, if you can build from the draft, and especially from your last year's draft pick, if you just keep on like evolving, which he is, focus on that. And because this season, like the draft pick is going to be like, if Bucks end up getting higher than the Pelicans is going to get that pick. But I don't think the Pelicans is going to swap. So some of you guys really got to think about that. And it's just, my thing is like, they don't need to get nobody that's like a big name. They just got to get somebody that's have a good big impact on what if Doc Rivers, if they still keeping them, is doing. So just seriously, guys, look at it before you jump to conclusions with this. And if you think my comments is wrong, or what I'm saying is wrong, or you think I'm right, comment below. Let's hear what you got to say.
Be polite about it. Let's have an intelligent conversation.
Thank you.
And you might get a bowl of peaches and strawberry ice cream. Because that just hit the spot. It was like spot. That's what I fancied all day the other day. It's like, yes.
Yeah, I know strawberry was one thing, and I know we ended up having the syrup, but I didn't use that. But adding like a fruit to the strawberry?
I just added the juices and the peaches to it as well, so.
Oh yeah, that was perfect. Anyway, guys, please subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and when we get to that point, we will do like giveaways. It could be anything. So please subscribe, and also check out the website wrestlingfanspeakout.weebly.com. Also, thank our sponsors, Midwest Wrestling Collectibles and Grace Scott Sports Cars, and thank to who we are sponsoring. So we're proud sponsors of Slam and Championship Wrestling. They got a show this Saturday in Waukesha, so if you get a chance, go check it out. I will be there. And Phoenix Pro Wrestling, they got a show in April, and they also will have a show in August, so it'll be in the Wisconsin area. So check that out. And also, the best of them all, Maddie's Memory. So please They got a QR code if you want to donate to the cause. Helping parents like with pregnancy and infant loss. Yeah, help them out. It doesn't matter what big or small that you donate to them, because there's the QR code on the website, which is maddysmanread.org. So please help with the cause. We really need it. So, anyways, man up, woman up, face up. Check on your mental health, and really, seriously, check on your mental health. Until the next video, you guys have a good one. See you later.